What's up, North Philly Mo?
What up, C? What up, my brother?
Nothing
Shit,
much,
man. What you
nothing
got going
much.
on right now that's hot other than football?
I know, right? You know, yeah, so I told you my daughter, she's a lacrosse player. So
Right?
we went, we played, we was in Florida this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So the team played pretty well. So I just want to give them a shout out because they kind of came together, and won some of them couple games down there. And
Okay.
I was really excited for them because that they synergy is starting to come together. So they looking really good and playing really well together. So um, I'm really looking forward to the spring come. Fall is over,
Mm-hmm.
but I got them doing great things because they have a good team. They got a bunch of all stars, and they just getting their synergy right now. Once they get their synergy, boy, nobody's gonna be able to stop them. So
What's the name of that
shout
team?
out to Copper Mine 2028.
Okay.
Yeah, they out of Baltimore. So
Baltimore,
yeah,
Maryland,
so
huh?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Crab country of the world.
I know, right? Yeah, they balled out this weekend,
That's
past
what's up.
weekend. So yeah, they played well. They played well.
Hats off.
Uh, yeah, look, somebody won.
That's what's up.
I know, right?
Yeah, man. Hey,
Somebody won. At
it
least,
be like
at
that
least the
sometimes.
Coppermine team, the Coppermine 2028 girls won. So that's
Okay.
cool. Yeah,
Okay. Congratulations
yeah,
to them.
yeah. I'm happy
And
for
hope
them
they get
too.
many more wins.
They will. They will. They
Okay.
will.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into, let's talk a little bit about the
About
previous
the,
game. And
about the squad.
yeah, the thing is, I think you and I talked earlier.
Yeah.
The thing is, the world is not coming to an
No,
end.
no, I'm not
It's a
panicking.
division. It's a
Yeah,
divisional game.
that's what it
You
is.
know,
Yeah.
uh, I was looking like a game a couple weeks ago when the Steelers, I think it's no, the Ravens played the Browns, and I thought
Mhm.
the Ravens was just going to kill them, and it was like a tough game.
It's
So
always tough when they play.
divisional
They
games
hate
is
each other.
tough.
Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, I give, I man up, and because I said basically we was going to, belt the ass, and we didn't do that. So
It's all right. I mean,
I'm gonna give Cowboys their props. They won that game,
yeah.
but I've been telling one thing: y'all don't have to see us no more this year. So all them Cowboys fans out there talking about they gonna see us again. No, you're not.
But
so,
the thing that got
so
me with
yeah,
them, with the Cowboy fans is I understand it was a win. Y'all happy that, y'all beat us. I get it. But it's a regular season game. It's not a playoff game. It's definitely not a NFC championship game. It's a regular season game. So, all right, I take my hat off to y'all for getting a dub. It's all good. I don't have no excuses. I mean, I can come up with 1,000 of them, but I'm not. We lost that
right.
game because we lost that game. We had 14 penalties for 96 yards. You can't win like that. You just can't. That shows a lack of discipline. So hopefully at some point we'll get it together. And I truly believe we will. I know we only got 6 weeks left to do what we need to do, but I think they're in a good place. I do. What you think?
I feel a little different than I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the reason why is that we haven't been playing consistent ball. Like last year, I knew what we were. Um, this year, we're not consistent, but I think like this, right? We have how many games left? What's our record?
6.
We got six more games left,
We 8-3.
8-3.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe we can go on a run and, win the remainder of our games. Because if I remember correctly, we kind of predicted the Eagles to be 13-4, I believe. Did we say that? I mean, we had to go watch a couple of podcasts, but we
I
just
think it was
didn't.
14-3.
What did I say?
Yeah, we both have
Yeah,
14 and
14.
3, but
Yeah,
we had
14
different
3.
teams beating them.
Yeah, right,
And
yeah.
the teams that
So
beat them, I didn't have beating them.
I know, right?
You
All
know what
right.
I'm saying? But
Well, no, I
I didn't
think
have Dallas beat.
I always split with Dallas. It's
Mhm.
if Dak is healthy, I that's I always split when Dak is healthy,
Mhm.
just because he just, Dak played well against us when he at home.
He does.
So
Mhm.
that's the whole thing about that to me. I kind of always think it's split, but I think I had to go back and watch it because I thought we was going to lose. We got some couple more tough games coming. I think that
Mhm.
Chicago is tough. Um,
Every game is tough.
Chargers,
Every
yeah,
game.
every game is tough right
Regular
now. Yeah,
season, man. Every game is
yeah.
tough. We're everybody's Super Bowl. Believe that.
Vegas better not be tough.
Well, hey,
Shit.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But I
Yeah,
truly,
I think we good. I,
yeah,
I mean,
I do.
I'm not. All I'm saying is I'm just not sure who we are, and the Eagles not sure either. But I look across the league. The only consistent team that's out there for real is the Rams right now. Um, the Rams is the only team that's have been playing consistent.
Hmm.
So everybody else been up and down. Buffalo been up and down. And I'm not trying to say make excuse for the Eagles.
No,
It's
of
just
course not.
it's just one of them. It's just can we get hot and just take it to the playoffs? And kind of just breeze through it. So that's where I'm looking at it from that point of view. I think we're in a good place because our record is not too tough. The last 6 games, I think 3 games are winnable, and the
Yeah,
other 3 is questionable. But we see how we do.
yeah. We
So
went through the meat of our schedule already.
right,
I mean, we got, if not one of the toughest schedules in the league, probably the toughest schedule in the league.
I think we were second.
Well,
Yeah,
it is what it is. It was still
yeah.
tough.
Yeah, no,
We
no. I
got,
was just saying. I was just
yeah,
telling you. If I remember correctly, it was one team that had a tougher schedule than we had.
we got through the toughest part of our schedule. But when you look at us, we're still playing halves. You know, either the first half is good, second half is bad, or vice versa. We got to get through that. We got to play 4 great quarters, not 4 good quarters, 4 great quarters. Because as you see, nobody can match up with us when we doing that. Nobody. And I really don't think the Eagles care where they're seated in the playoffs. See, people are talking about number one seed, number one seed. They making a big deal about the number one seed. Remember last year we had the 2 seed. The number
Hmm.
one seed got knocked off, and we wound up getting home field anyway.
Right, right.
Yes, we have a few injuries, but I think we can sustain with the injuries we have. These young boys, they need to step up. This next man up mentality.
Right.
So once everybody step up, defenses, really good defenses, they travel. It don't matter where they go, they
Right.
gonna ball out. So I just feel like the Eagles want to get to the playoffs and then show what they made of. I'm thinking probably down the stretch, they're gonna do some things. I think they're gonna really start running the ball with Tank and Saquon. I think that two-headed monster about to be unleashed, especially when this cold weather start to really, rear its ugly head. I think that's when they're gonna start running the rock.
Yeah.
And I think that's the right time. Nobody wants to tackle anybody in the cold. You know that.
Right.
Shit, they know that. So, you know, I'm not about to sit up here and go into a bunch of stats because, I feel like all the other content creators already did that, right? You got all the talking heads. They didn't already did that. So I'm just looking at our team down the stretch, doing what they need to do to get these dubs. And yes, if they need to position themselves, then okay. But if not, you just get in where you fit in. And once you win, you do what you need to do to continue to move to the top. But yeah, I know everybody want that number one seed because you got 2 games at home. And then if you win those, you win. So yeah.
But if I was just going back to what you said about playing the complete game. I can count on one hand how many complete games we had last year. Last year was the same way. We couldn't score in the first quarter.
Hmm.
I mean, we and I'm not saying that's the way you want to play, but they didn't play complete games last year. I think the only complete game they probably played is when Jalen stepped up with his Nino Brown outfit on against the Steelers. Like, is that what you want to see, right? But other than that, I mean, they didn't play too many complete games last year. I mean, I think we wasn't scoring no points in the first quarter for a long time.
Yeah,
You
for
know,
9 weeks, the first 9 weeks we couldn't score in the
yeah. So
first
I'm
quarter.
saying,
Yeah.
I just think we just need to finish the games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we are. But that's but on to the next.